The year is 2022, and the world lies in ruin. In the wake of the Death Angel's onslaught, a small, resilient community survives on one of the remote Pacific islands. The story centers around the Kaikina family, father Koa, mother Lani, teenage daughter Mele, and young son Tama. The island, once a vibrant hub of culture and life, is now eerily quiet. The lush jungles and pristine beaches are dotted with abandoned huts and overturned boats. The family lives in a secluded cove, their home an old fishing hut fortified with driftwood and debris. They survive by fishing in the lagoon, scavenging the ruins of nearby villages, and relying on hand signals and their intimate knowledge of the land. One day, while exploring the remnants of a nearby village for supplies, Tama discovers an intricately carved conch shell. He shows it to Mele, who smiles but warns him with a hand gesture to leave it. Despite her warning, Tama secretly slips the shell into his bag. That night, while Koa and Lani mend fishing nets, Tama sneaks outside and blows into the conch, sending a deep, resonant sound echoing across the island. The family freezes as the jungle erupts with the terrifying clicks and screeches of approaching death angels. Koa quickly grabs Tama, pressing a finger to his lips, and the family retreats into their hidden underground bunker beneath the fishing hut. The angels prowl around above, their razor-sharp talons scraping against the wooden walls. Trapped and with supplies running low, the family devises a plan. Mele remembers stories from her late grandmother about Pele's Echo, a volcanic cave high on the island that produces natural echoes capable of masking sound. Koa decides they must lead the angels there and trap them. At dawn, the family sets out. Koa carries a flare gun, Lani brings a bundle of dried pandanus leaves to use as torches, and Mele clutches a portable radio with weak batteries, her idea for distracting the angels. Tama clings to his sister, his guilt palpable. The journey is treacherous. They must avoid dry leaves, snapping twigs, and the hollowed-out paths where sound reverberates too loudly. Along the way, Tama, desperate to atone, offers to carry the radio. Lani hesitates but nods, silently comforting him. Reaching the volcanic cave by nightfall, they discover its vast, echoing chambers. Mele and Tama set the radio on a ledge near the entrance, tuning it to static. When the angels arrive, drawn by the radio's faint noise, Koa fires the flare gun into a pile of pandanus leaves, igniting them and luring the creatures deeper into the cave. But the plan goes awry. Tama trips over loose rocks, letting out a startled cry. One of the angels turns on him, its sharp claws slicing the air. Mele grabs the conch shell from Tama's bag and blows it with all her might. The deafening sound ricochets through the cave, stunning the angel long enough for Lani to pull Tama to safety. Mele's quick thinking gives Koa enough time to collapse a section of the cave with a carefully placed flare shot. The angels, trapped beneath tons of rock, screech in frustration before falling silent. Outside the cave, the family embraces. The ordeal has left them battered but alive. Mele breaks the conch shell, ensuring no one can ever make the same mistake. Back at the fishing hut, the family reinforces their defenses. Mele works to modify the broken radio, inspired by its effect on the angels. As the first rays of dawn touch the island, the family stands together, determined to keep surviving in their quiet haven, knowing that silence is their strongest ally.